Hey, I cut off on my hair. Got tired of it because I got mad at it wasn't dreads, but it had some little tentacles. I call them tentacles. I don't call them dreads on my head. You might wear dreads, but I call them tentacles on mine. But anyway, I wasn't pleased with them, so I cut it all off. As you can see, ain't no sunburn on top of my head. I got sunburn on my face. I'm a pretty brown sugar. But anyway, here to talk about something very important. And it is in regard to my God. Now, my God isn't like ordinary gods. Lesser gods, that is. My God is the Almighty God. Now, I'm speaking about this because there are individuals who are showing me that they have relationship with lesser gods. Is this commendable? In my eyes, no. Reason why is because anybody on the face of this earth can form a relationship with a lesser God. And that lesser God will, without doubt, if you follow laws and the rules of that lesser God, reveal to you that they are paying attention to you. And they will, I ain't gonna say listen to you, but they don't. But they know more than you. A hell of a lot more. You're a human. They're a lesser God. You know what a God means? I hope you do. But anyway, my God, he is not a lesser God. He is the God of all gods. And my God, he don't do what I want him to do when I want him to do it. He don't do what I want him to do, how I want him to do it. Because he knows more than me. Now, a lesser God will show you the way to lift the veil. Once you lift the veil, he comes on in and he begins to reveal things unto you. Now, the things he reveal unto you, you might not interpret it as you supposed to, but you better, or there's major consequences I'm talking about major. But the consequences you face by not, you know, following the instruction or interpreting his instruction the way you're supposed to, you know, it's like I'm not sure thing. I didn't get all of that. I'm not understanding everything. And a lesser God is like, I know you don't. You all lifted the veil. You so smart. You figure it out. And if you don't, and even if you do, you're a done deal. You're mine, Mr. Smarty Pants. Mr. I'm bowdy, so bowdy that you're so bowdy you'll deal with a spiritual being, a higher level of intelligence, an extraterrestrial. Now, I'm very interested in spiritual beings, as we all know. We get tired of dealing with human beings because they're so predictable. They do the same shit. They're like photocopies, as Future says. I don't like them. You don't like them. So we want to deal with something that is above the photocopy. We want to deal with that higher level of intelligence, that extraterrestrial being. We want to form relationships with that extraterrestrial being because we special. Are we supposed to form a relationship with extraterrestrial being? No. Not the lesser gods, but the God? Yes. Yes. Now, I was on a path to form a relationship with the lesser being, but I stopped. I stopped. You wanna know why? Because on the path of forming relationships with extraterrestrial beings of the lesser, you end up becoming something that you don't agree with. Now, once I found this out, that's the point I stopped. I didn't want to become something that I don't agree with. Because there's a line that you could cross that you can't come back from. You can't be like, I don't want to do this no more. You want to know why? Because you attracted something that is a God. You don't attract the attention of a God and think you could just walk away from it and be like, oh, I'm not interested in what you got to say no more. I called you and I invited you and you came in, but I don't want to do this no more. for whatever reason that might be. That lesser God ain't trying to hear that. And you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, how can you acknowledge the existence of a lesser God and don't acknowledge the existence of the Almighty God, the God of gods? On my path to forming relationships with something other than human, I had to know about the gods. Now, the knowledge about lesser gods is scarce. It's not in abundance. I mean, there is no book that tell you ABC 1, 2, 3 forming a relationship with a lesser god. But there is a ABC 1, 2, 3 forming a relationship with the God of all gods. Yes. The God of all gods makes it possible for you to understand how to form a relationship with him, what he wants from you, what's the benefits of it. He tells you all of this in abundance. And he's been telling us this for the longest. Yeah, Jesus Christ, he told you. Jesus Christ's disciples, they told you. And I'm telling you, a lesser God will reveal to you how to dominate or destroy adversaries, or what you say is adversary. You know what my God tells me, the Almighty? My God tells me, if somebody becomes your adversary and he is acting against you, do not retaliate. Do not take matters into your own hands. I got him. That's what my God tells me. So, those of you who are acting against me as an adversary, I'm not going to pray to my God to call down evil on you or to devour you or whatever, because my God already told me, don't act against you. You know why? Because he said he will. He's going to fight against you instead of me fighting against you. We talk about a God here. We're not talking about a big brother, you know, or call the police or press charges or anything like that. My God is telling you, tell me, Don't act against them. I'm going to fight against them.